It may seem like nothing much goes on in Turgay, Kazakhstan, but over the past few years, archaeologists have revealed more than 200 massive earthworks. They're so large, you can't see them from the ground. And to be honest, no one really knows their purpose yet. This week, NASA put space photography of the region on a task list for astronauts in the International Space Station. Basically, they made photographing this area a high priority for astronauts. And I think it's really cool because, like I said, we really know nothing about them. And I think we want to learn a lot more. So back in 2007, an archaeologist was messing around on Google Earth, and he stumbled upon some weird pattern, and he had no idea what it was. Since then, fast forward to 2015, we know that over 260 of them exist in that same region. Now, maybe we can go full screen on one. This one's called the Bestamskoye Ring. Come on, look at that thing. It looks like something straight out of signs. M. Night Shyamalana. M. Night Shyamalan. I mean, it looks like something like a crop circle. It is so cool. Now, you know, I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories, and I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's definitely probably aliens. Jose, look at that thing.
It might be related to space, not necessarily aliens. What I think is like Stonehenge. These are ancient observatories where ancient cultures use these bigger patterns to track the movement of celestial bodies. That makes a lot more sense to me. But it might be aliens.
Sure.
I'm not closing the possibility. It could be cool. Like you mentioned, there's the only way, that's why NASA is taking the photograph from space, because you can't really see the patterns without being really, really high.
Right, and the Nazca lines in Peru, for example, the
Exactly.
government is really into studying them, and they have a lot of backing, so they don't need help from NASA, for example. But again, no matter what it is, whether you think it's aliens, or you think it's Nazis or Jesus, whatever it is, I think what it shows is large-scale, very sophisticated human organization, yet very primitive.
Exactly.
And I think that's really cool. And what boggles my mind is the fact that it's so clearly seen from very high altitudes. You can't see it from the ground. So who is this meant for? And how are they able to make these really cool patterns that you can't even see from the ground unless someone is standing very high up, right? So
it's a big mystery, though.
Right.
The Nazca lines, it's cool because you mentioned that the ones in Kazakhstan, they were found by Google Earth.
Yes.
The ones in Peru, they were found in 1930 when they started commercial flying. Finally, when they started being able to cross the country flying, they were able to look at them for the first time. And that's when the research started. That also 70 years since they found it, or 80 years. So they had done a lot more research. And still, they don't agree to how come they were built.
Yeah, no one really knows, and it's really interesting. Some people actually say it's ancient landing strips for aliens. Yeah. Sorry, I keep diving into the alien stuff.
You want aliens.
Right, it's an ancient calendar. Okay, all right, of course, Jose. No, what is interesting though is NASA's working with archaeologists, and I think that's cool. It might be surprising for a lot of people, but I think it's, you know, I think it's actually quite reasonable. I mean, NASA works with climate change scientists all the time. Why wouldn't they work with archaeologists to kind of...
They have the best point of view of the planet.
Very true. Well, we want to know what you guys think about this. What is the significance behind this? I mean, obviously there is a lot of significance because NASA is getting involved, and they put it as a high priority just this week for those astronauts in the International Space Station. So let us know in the comments below what you think built it, what or who or why. Let us know in the comments, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the Lip TV for more.